What up, YouTube? In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to lift up the cab on a D-Series Cat skid steer skid loader. I know the cab is already obviously lifted up, but I'm going to go back and show you how I did it to get to this area to clean all this junk out. And there's a number of different reasons you'll want to do this, depending on if you need to fix something that's broken and get to these hydraulic lines. You need to get to some of your wiring behind the cab. It makes it way easier to change this AC filter that's behind here if yours has AC. And if you need filters, you can buy what's called a filter kit off of Amazon, and it is like only 140 bucks, and you get all the filters that you're supposed to change regularly, where if you were to buy it from your cat dealer, it'd be over twice that. So click in the description below, and those filters are pretty generic as far as for any of the D-Series skid steers or skid loaders, whether they have tracks or they have wheels and tires, it's all going to be the same. So let's rewind this and go back to the beginning, and I'll show you how to lift up this cab. So basically, to lift up this cab, if you guys can see right here, this red deal, and then it's got these deals that kind of push it up to lift it up. And when we lift it up, this deal will slide up into that notch, so then it'll just stay right there, kind of like the hood on a truck or something. So anyway, in order to lift this cab up, for a variety of different reasons, you might want to do this. Like, let's say the most common reason is you just want to clean underneath there and get all of the dirt that's accumulated out, and, you know, power wash it or hose it out. Or you need to get to, you know, some of the hydraulic pumps or lines that are back there that you have easier access to. So anyway, it's really simple. In order to lift up the cab on these, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get a large ratchet and a 15/16 socket, and you're going to take out that bolt right there, and you're going to take out that bolt right there. Now, you're not going to have to put another wrench or another socket on the bottom, because the way that this plate is, it holds it. So after we loosen up these bolts and get them all the way out, you actually don't have to take them out. You can just leave them in there once they're all loosened up. So I'll go ahead and show you how it works and how to do this. Alrighty, so now that we got this plate off of here that's on the bottom, if you can see, it goes right like that, and then it's got a slot for that nut to fit into. And I actually am mistaken. I thought it was all one piece, but it's not. So anyway, that fits right in there like that, so you don't have to, it holds it, so you don't have to you know, put a wrench on the bottom, which is pretty handy. So you want to go ahead and leave these bolts in. You can just leave them in, and then you can put this down on your bucket or set it off to the side. And now that we got both sides off, this cab will just lift right up. Go ahead and lift up these bolts, but leave them in there. If that makes sense. And then this cab will lift right up, and we'll go ahead and push those back down. That one's already down. So then, as you can see, this thing just lifts up pretty easy. and it's on the, you know, those suspension deals in the back, so kind of like what a screen door has. And get a better camera angle of this for you guys so you can see it just lift up on your foot deal that you used to get in, and then bring it all the way up till it clicks. See it over there? So now this is clicked into place, so that'll hold it so it's not going to fall. So as you can see, we do got those washers underneath there, so you definitely don't want to lose those. So now that we got the cab lifted up, I'll show you another thing that's pretty handy that you wouldn't necessarily think of right off the bat. That's a lot easier to do, is actually get to this AC filter if yours is a model that has air conditioning. And if you need any filters for your D-Series skid steer or skid loader, click in the description below and you can get them off of Amazon for way cheaper than your Cat dealer. So I'll show you. Usually you open up this door right here and it hits up against all that stuff, and it's a real pain in the neck to get this filter out. But while you got this thing lifted up, it makes it way easier to get to this filter as well. And I definitely need to put in a new one, because look at how dirty that is. Wow. Yeah, that thing's dirty. I'm gonna be ordering me a new one myself. And you can get a complete filter kit for these that comes with both of your AC filters, fuel filter, air filter, you know, all the filters that you're supposed to change and keep up on quite regularly. And if you were to buy them from Cat, it would be well over like 250 bucks. You can get them off Amazon for like 140 bucks. And that's linked up in the description below. And those filters are pretty generic for all the different D-Series models, if yours is a similar style to this. But yeah, I'm gonna get working cleaning this thing out. And that is the way you lift up the cab. And as you can see, this makes it a lot easier to clean a number of different things. Obviously, it makes it possible to clean underneath the cab and all that good stuff. But it also makes it easier to clean out the tracks inside there as well, since you know, that makes the cab less wide. And then you have access to all those hydraulic hoses and a bunch of other stuff that is you know, that's back there that you have access to. Too much stuff for me to really rattle off in this video, but you also got access to some of your wiring and stuff like that that's behind here. And yeah, it's a good idea to hose this all out and keep that nice and clean in there, to keep your skid loader in good shape. But I'm gonna go ahead and get to work cleaning this bad boy out.